And it's time for the Chaotix. Those are relevant right now.
Yes,
Amazing
they are.
timing. Yeah.
It would have been amazing timing if we started this when that started, but no.
I know. Now now we're recording this, and the last thing that happened is to Infinite's back, apparently.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. It got bad fast. It got really bad fast. Like, up until then, it was going pretty, I thought pretty good. They're using, Vector to be, an unreliable narrator to fit in, a lot of fan Easter eggs. Anyways, let's talk about the Chaotix. This is the, obviously they started in Knuckles Chaotix, but it's pretty well known. Sonic Team did not develop that game. They never really felt any attachment to the Chaotix and who they were. So this is kind of our first true introduction to who they are and what they have been. And I'd say they've been decently consistent since they first appeared here.
Well, what do you mean by decently consistent?
Personality-wise, like how they're depicted.
Okay. Because I would say, yes, pretty much they are depicted just fine.
Yeah.
Every time they appear, but they appear like 3 times.
That's like the best part of Sonic X is how much they use the Chaotix.
Yeah, it is, and it's awesome. But anyways, what makes Team Chaotix different than the rest?
Well, you see, we talked over the Omochal explanation, so I actually don't know.
Well, we're screwed.
So Team Chaotix is based on mission-style gameplay. Each level is going to have a different style objective. Though some of those objectives are literally just reach the goal.
Mm-hmm.
Which those are probably the worst levels because, yeah. But a lot of them are pretty decent, especially unless you go for like all A ranks in the extra missions, then it can be a bit of a nightmare.
You already missed a freaking hermit crab.
Well, I'm not doing the A rank mission. I'm sorry.
I can't believe this.
I actually think you're at a disadvantage if you get the earliest ones because you get less score.
No, the Chaotix ranks are based on time in this game.
They are fully based on time?
Yep. Your score means nothing for the Chaotix. Or if it means something, then you get enough of it with the time bonus. So, like, if you go fast, you are actually incentivized to get the mission done as quickly as possible.
Okay, because I know we've been arguing about this before.
Yeah,
so
I remember. I
that.
just remember because I looked it up when I was actually going for all A ranks in my most recent playthrough, which you'd think I would remember. But in my previous all A rank runs, I just kind of winged it until it worked. But on my most recent one, I actually looked up what I needed for each of the teams, and the Chaotix, it was just like, do it within this amount of time or whatever, and it was like, oh, that's all I have to do? That's probably why I struggled in the past trying to get the A ranks with the Chaotix, because I thought you had to go for score as well.
I figured it was score on like mission 1 and time, and just time only on mission 2. It might. I always assumed in my headcanon.
Yeah, it might depend on the mission. It's been a minute since I've done my all A ranks run. So could be a little different. You still got the things pretty quick. So
yeah. Because I know, like, there are some missions where, obviously, you have to stay invisible, and it's like, well, you can barely get score, then since most of your score is through combat in this game.
Yeah. I believe you only need 30,000 as the score. So, like, you get, like I said, you get that with the time if you're quick enough, so.
I think Team Dark's the most restrictive on that. It used to be, like, right around, like, 45,000 or 50,000.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Team Dark A ranks don't mess around.
Yeah, but at the same time, I find the A ranks in this game overall easier than Sonic Adventure 2, just because Sonic Adventure 2, those stages are like finely tuned, and the rank for each stage is finely tuned. It's not like hyper specific in this game. In this game, it's just kind of like a blanket. With Team Heroes, if you get 40,000 points, you'll get the A rank for every stage or whatever.
Yeah, I go back and forth on which one I like more. I think I get more out of a rush out of A ranking in SA2 or Unleashed stage. But I have more casual fun with like this or
Sonic 06.
Yes, 06. That's
Yeah.
what I was trying to think of.
Yeah, it's especially fun in Project 06 to just see how high you can get the number to go.
Yeah,
Because,
great.
like, the game, that Sonic 06 is built around, well, it's not, I don't know if it's even really built around points, but, like, in the original game, you get 50,000 points, you get the S rank, and that's, like, the blanket for the whole game. But if you in Project 06 they added, you know, comboing and stuff like this game has and like SA2 has. So you couple all that together and you can get like hundreds of thousands of points.
Yeah. It is a little funny though. There are stages like Wave Ocean and Crisis City that are actually still as hard as the original S rank because you don't really have that much as much opportunity for combo. So you still have to stay very up on rings versus a stage like Aquatic Base or White Acropolis, which is just pure sandbox fun. You will get the S rank if you are semi-competent in a game every time. And that's where you want to get the score as high you can.
Yeah. You can, in a lot of the stages in PO6, you can die in the last section and still get the S rank just by getting all the enemy points and combos you can. It's pretty fun. But,
Vector has my favorite level 3 power attack. It's not that good. It's very unreliable, but it's hilarious and I love it.
Yeah. I guess to get my thoughts on this team out of the way, I actually like Team Chaotix in this game. It's pretty fun. This is
Did
coming
you see
from
that power core on the left?
Yeah, every time there's an enemy on one of those like slabs, it'll clip through it.
Good. I just want to make sure I wasn't crazy.
No, yeah, that's how it is in every version of the game, and it's really annoying and frustrating. But yeah, as the resident Shadow the Hedgehog enjoyer here, I find the Chaotix missions in this pretty fun. Obviously, all the missions in Shadow the Hedgehog are more involved with the like collectathon elements usually, but
well, those stages are actually designed for it to the point where if you play a stage just going for the goal, I think it's like one of the worst ways to play Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah,
the neutral route of Shadow is so boring, I think.
I disagree because I'm good at games and it's fun to be good at games.
All right.
But I do think that game is fun to play in any way that you want. But yeah, the Chaotix here, you know, it kind of starts the trend. Well, actually, not really, because Sonic Adventure and Adventure 2 have gameplay styles that aren't very Sonic-y, but you know, this is kind of starting the trend of playing Sonic levels in a very thorough way, which is, you know, kind of how I play as Tails in the classic Sonic games, where I'm just like going for as many points as possible, trying to get every ring and bonus stage I can just for funsies. But now it's mandatory, and yeah, I can get why people don't like it.
Vector just keeps missing and it's angering me.
Well, you should be body slamming it and just repeatedly bouncing on it.
Well, sorry, I wanted to do something different than Team Rose here.
Yeah, but your Vector and Big are the only body slam characters, so you gotta do it while you can.
I already did it.
Yeah, but you gotta do it more. You've been
Here's
in this
that
fight
1
for
HP.
far too long, shaking my head.
Yeah.
I love that they just beat the shit out of Vector during the victory screen.
They have so much personality added to them.
Yeah.
And their animations, because they had to quickly explain who these guys are and what their dynamic is.
Yeah, so they're just they're supposed to be detectives, but they're all idiots. So
They're idiots, but actually competent.
they end up okay, so it's like the joke where it's like you did the math problem completely incorrectly but somehow ended up at the correct answer. That's what
Yes.
Team Chaotix is. And I love them as like a comic relief group in the series, because like you know, before this point we didn't really have a comic relief like characters other than like Amy, I guess, in Sonic Adventure 2. And like sometimes
Yeah,
Eggman
she's pretty
having
one-note.
little gags. Yeah. But you know, with these guys, we get like, you know, a literal child who thinks he's cool. We get a teenager who's trying really hard to be a cool ninja. And then you got, I really want to call him middle-aged, but he's only technically like, actually, I don't know how old Vector is, but
It feels much
he feels
much
like
older than he is.
he feels like the stepdad who's like trying to step up and like be the cool dad that you
Which is
never
weird,
had.
because I wonder if in Japanese he was more interpreted as like a big brother trying to take care of them.
Yeah, he's more like for the One Piece viewers, he's kind of like a Frankie kind of character.
I'll take your word for it.
Kind of, not exactly, but you know, that's kind of the vibe I get from him. I don't know
Did you
how
see
you
that
got
lineup?
that. Yeah, it just happened to get it just right.
I was so happy.
Yeah. So how are we feeling on the fatigue of this game after now being at the third playthrough?
What's
I'm
fatigue?
feeling great. Exactly.
I think people are way too hyperbolic on the quote-unquote fatigue of this game, because they play it like an entire team in one session and then do it again the next day.
Or if they're me, they play the whole game in one session.
Don't do that. Unless you're like experienced with the game and you like it.
Like me. I don't care to spend 15 minutes looking for all the freaking torches in Mystic Mansion.
I'll do it with a smile on my face.
I know. It's fun. And yes, it is like very good to ignore the what formation it tells you to use sometimes, because you know, if you have a leveled up Charmy, you can pretty much do anything that Vector can do other than fight the big guys.
Well, and those cannons are so unreliable because there's always 3 shots for it. But 9 times out of 10, when you shoot your power character, which is who you control, they're probably gonna die. Okay. So did you see those 2 robots fall in there?
Yeah, you just zoomed right past them.
Yeah, I did not notice them at all. I want you to keep that in
You are
mind.
so blind, dude. I know that you're unobservant, but oh my gosh.
I'm focused on the characters.
They were right next to the game. They were right there.
Yeah, but they weren't the characters.
They were right there. You literally may as well have touched them.
I have played games like this my entire life. I'm used to it.
I cannot believe this. Oh wow, that Eggpon was a trooper.
I know, like I said, Vector's level 3 attack kind of sucks, but it's great.
I never understood. I didn't think it was bubblegum for the longest time. I didn't know what
Really?
it was. I thought it was just balloons. They don't look like bubblegum.
It's just puking balloons.
They just look like default purple spheres that you have in like your 3D engine that you use to make models. Oh yeah, also they're a band, I guess.
The best band ever.
This never is a thing in later games, but they do music
Well,
in this.
no, in Generations you have that extra level.
Oh,
effect.
right. Well, only with
That's
Vector,
the only other
though.
time they've that's the only other time they've referenced the music group.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be based on the original concept for Sonic, which was he was supposed to have a band, which Vector was a part of.
They should bring it back and make it a jazz band. It would be so perfect.
And Big should be a part of it as the
Big
lead
would be the
singer.
percussionist.
No, Big's the lead singer,
Yes.
and he just randomly has a beautiful singing voice. Oh yeah, that's another character. I guess Big is technically a gag character, somewhat.
Yeah, but the chaotics are way more likable at first.
See, yeah, and I think Sonic X is like the.
My mind was blown here.
Oh,
I never noticed this before.
These are in all the stages, all the versions of this stage.
Yeah, but I never noticed before.
It's basically that one rocket in Chunnan.
Yeah, and it's so cool to find for the first time.
Wee. Are you gonna go to the other one?
Yeah, there's actually something over there. The one on the right's useless.
This one has a grass patio. Wow. Okay, I
And a
didn't
life.
know that life was there. See, I've always known that these interactables were over here. I just never came over here.
Shaking my head.
Yeah, I'm a fake fan. I'm sorry.
22 years with this game, and I'm still learning things.
It's like the common denominator with all the best Sonic games. You always got something to learn about the level design that you didn't know. So obviously, it's not as involved as like 3 and Knuckles or whatever, but
Right. But for the type of game this is and how linear and unexplorative people claim this game is, there's a lot of cool things to find. And I
I'm
mean,
just
it is
saying-
100% linear.
I'm just
But-
saying. I'm gonna show it off a lot in Shadow the Hedgehog, but that's a lot in that game, even more than this game.
Well, I don't think anyone's ever claimed Shadow the Hedgehog is an explorative. That's like most of the gameplay is exploration.
Well, I'm not talking about it being explorative. I'm talking about finding things about the level that you didn't know about, like hidden
yeah.
one-ups and stuff.
Well, with how little I played the game, I would still say most of it's new for me. So
You're
I guess
not-
I've never really thought about it that way.
You're not gonna cut back to where those enemies were.
Nope. We're walking.
Why?
Because
Okay,
this
so
is the
Team
Team
Chaotix.
Chaotix experience.
Team Chaotix is going to be 8 parts versus the 4 parts of all the other teams.
No, by the end of this, we're still on track. Actually, slightly faster because we're not collecting emeralds. So, you know.
I was going to say something about the Chaotix, but I completely forgot. Oh, Sonic X really plays up the gag parts of these guys way more than anything else.
I mean, they do that with all the characters, because, like, Amy is way more pronounced in that regard as well, in her gag moments.
Well, I think it's just because that is an anime, and Amy's gags are very anime-like or manga-like, and how they're done. Very
Fair
slapstick kinds of like the female character beating up all the strong boy characters and stuff, you know. Like, that's a very standard anime trope. Here they are. Are you gonna see them this time?
I saw the
No.
shadows.
I'm sure I've missed these two before as well, but you know, that was like when I was 10 playing this.
Yeah. But yeah, look at how
How
massive that score is. That's the way to be. So you're probably right on time.
I think it's time based.
If you ever have to reloop for a level for Chaotix, you're not getting the A rank.
Yeah. How do you feel about the modern designs for these guys versus their classic counterparts?
I'm not like. Are you talking about like Knuckles Chaotix?
Yeah. Yes. The classic versions of the Chaotix versus their modern versions.
I've never really liked them, but I've never really played Knuckles Chaotix, so I have zero attachment. It's just I kind of look at it and I'm like, oh yeah, they started here. Moving on.
I played a lot of Sonic the Fighters on the Gems collection growing up. And I really like SBO's classic design. I don't really get the transition to him being a ninja. I guess it makes sense for a chameleon to be ninja-like, but I just don't really get it. Yeah. But
Heroes moment.
I don't know. I just like the classic Sonic vibe, you know, a lot in that world. So I love their character designs. I do think their modern designs are just better. And I think most people agree. It's just, I mean, it's hard to like compare because these are like the designs that they've had for 90% of their existence, but
yeah, and like 99% of the fan base is used to these designs.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, only like 10% of the fan base at most play Knuckles Chaotix.
I will say there is something about the modern Sonic designs that loses something that the classic designs have. Because like other than Vector, for these modern designs, all of the characters pretty much have the same body type as like Sonic with like very slight alterations. Whereas in the classic games you get more like variation. So it's not just the same sphere on sphere kind of character design for every character.
I think that's more of a 3D model thing.
Well, no, it's also
a lot of
the
characters
Yukawa
will use
artwork
a
for these
similar.
characters.
I guess, but maybe it was designed for 3D models. I don't know. Because like I know it's like a big thing with Genshin Impact is there's like 3 or so body types that they'll use for those games, and that's how they're able to get away with so many character models.
It wasn't like the thing I'm talking about wasn't really an issue until I think this game is where I want to say it's really started to become a problem because like Sonic Adventure 1, especially if you look at like the CG, like Knuckles has a very strong looking build compared to Sonic, who has like the more jelly bean shaped body type and whatnot, and like yeah, and that's like the same in the Yukawa artwork. But yeah, like now in the modern times, I wonder if it was
easier to program this way.
Now in the modern times, Sonic and Shadow obviously have the same body type, even though they actually didn't in Sonic Adventure 2. But SBO also has that same body type. Silver also has that same body type. Knuckles also has that same body type. Etc., etc. for all of the cast, pretty much, except for like Tails and Charmy, who have like big asses. For some reason, Tails looks like he sits on a couch a lot, which I find funny. But that's actually like pretty accurate to his Yukawa design. I don't know. It's more of a problem in like Sonic Generations onwards with those models, but it kind of started with this game, and I just thought I'd bring it up because like it is like an argument for why the classic designs for the Chaotix are better. And I know I'm rambling.
I haven't
so.
put much thought into it, and you sound like a massive nerd. What a nerd.
I don't care.
I bet you
so
like Sonic
you
games.
are an
What a
idiot. I hate you.
I hate myself. Because I gotta be.
You have been the B master so far with this this playthrough.
No,
Other than
that'd be
like
Charmy.
Seaside Hill. Now, Charmy is not a master of anything. Let's be clear.
Well, that's like his entire goal in the Chaotix files right now. Is he wants to find out what he does on the team.
I hate his voice in the Chaotix files, by the way.
This is the only voice of Charmy I actually like. Because it's just
the hero's
so
voice. Is the hero's voice, is that what you're referring to? Or are you talking about the new voice?
No, hero's voice.
Okay.
The new voice, it's okay. I don't find it too offensive or anything. SPO has the worst tornado attack.
Yeah, well, it's like the same thing. I think it technically works the same way as Sonics and Shadows.
I don't know, it's always felt worse.
It makes you invisible, so it has like an extra benefit. I kind of wish you could turn invisible without doing the tornado animation, but
yeah,
it's a Sonic team game. You have to deal with dumb stuff that breaks your flow, even though it's a game about flow. And
all this and more in the next part of Sonic Heroes.